Hello, my name is Cicely Schoenberg, and I have been around this church for a long time. I've been singing on those steps since I was in kindergarten, and the first time I read from this pulpit, I was in 3rd grade. I can remember whispering in the corners of the echo room, the awesome yellow submarine thing that we all used to play in, and being so small that the railing of the steps up to the altar was big enough to be a slide. I've grown bigger since then, but this church is still a home for me, just like it was when I was a child. It is somewhere that I can be myself. It hasn't always been easy telling people that I am a Fountain Streeter. Some people say that it isn't really a church. Some people don't care enough to understand what liberal means. And some people just can't wrap their minds around the concept of truly non-denominational. But this sort of free-thinking place has always seemed right to me. I've grown up with a Jewish father and a mother who has, through all my life, encouraged me to follow my heart. And the one thing that this combination has taught me above all else is that the label isn't really important. Fountain Street has only cemented that belief. You can find anything and everything here, from Greek Orthodoxy to Buddhism to Quakers to Christians to the occasional atheist. And for us, it doesn't matter. This is a place of open-mindedness where anyone and everyone is welcome. It is precisely because of this liberal mindset that I have felt comfortable with what I believe. Having this place as my spiritual home has allowed me to form my own beliefs without worrying about fitting them to any particular label. In fact, labels in general don't really matter anymore. It makes no difference whether someone is gay, straight, poor, rich, preppy, emo, a freshman or a senior, an atheist, or a devout Catholic. I have learned from the people here, people from all walks of life, that the person is what matters. I can respect other people's beliefs without thinking that they are wrong. I may disagree, but that does not make me any more right. My thoughts are my own, just as your thoughts are your own, and nothing that either of us says will change that. Growing up at Fountain Street has taught me that above all, it is important to be true to myself as I go forward. It is worth the risk to speak my mind and face the consequences. What I am thinking doesn't matter as much as what I do. The best examples I can think of for these ideals come from Fountain Club. The kids there are independent, caring, accepting, and incredibly cool. The same can be said about the adult leaders. Fountain Club is one of the most amazing communities I have ever seen. In this group of kids, it is okay to be yourself, whoever you are. And in the world of teenagerdom, places like that are hard to come by. I know that whatever happens in my life, I can talk about it in Fountain Club, and people there won't turn their backs or disagree with me. They will just be quietly supportive. I am grateful to you people who call yourselves Fountain Streeters. Through all of you, I have had examples of all that I aspire to be: accepting, loving, strong-willed, confident, individual. Here, I see people who are who they are, without inhibition or fear of exclusion. You go forth and live your lives every day. You make the choice to do what matters over what is easy. I think maybe I have begun to live this way. I know I am doing my best. Thank you for showing me so clearly in word and action what it is to be a good person. The people that come out of this church make the world a better place. Fountain Club is a safe harbor, a place I can always count on. It has allowed me to grow into myself and discover what I believe about the world and a God that may or may not exist. This was only possible because both in Fountain Club and in this church, we don't judge. I went through high school knowing that whoever I became and whatever I believed, I could come home to Fountain Street. As I leave for college and start the next leg of my journey, I know this will continue to be true. This wonderful church will always be waiting for me with open arms. Here, I will always have a home.
Fountain Club has cool people in it, doesn't it? You've said that yourselves. And these are not all of the graduating seniors this year, so as I read your name, I would like to invite you to rise if you're a graduating senior here. Bailey Gregory, Cicely Schoenberg, Elijah Miller, Gabe Petit, I saw you in here earlier, Kathleen Stubbs, and Zachary Harris. And Audrey Harrington. Thank you, Audrey. Sorry. Now, stay standing for a second. These questions are being directed at you, but they're really for all of us here. And they were spoken to the Tower Clubbers, or the Coming of Agers, as they started their journey this past winter. And you guys heard them about a year ago when we explored them in Fountain Club. 4 questions to guide our lives. 1, who are you? 2, what do you love? 3, what will be your gift to the family of things? And 4, how will you live knowing you will die? Who are you? What do you love? What will be your gift to the family of things? And how will you live knowing you will die? We are reminded here each Sunday in all of our ministries that we are a church of deeds, not creeds, believing that a life of faith is a life of service and sacrifice as well as worship and study. The words that will be sung in a closing blessing, a sung blessing in a moment, perhaps put it best and most simply. The only measure of your words and your deeds will be the love we leave behind when you're gone. Congratulations, seniors, blessings on your journey.